December 2020, it was announced that vaccines were to become more widely available and hopefully in more abundant quantities. They've been circulating in limited quantities across the country, but some became available in Montgomery County through Department of Health and Human Services. So in a partnership with Health and Human Services and a number of other really important agencies, we were able to start bringing these things out into the public. And first we approached the public safety elements of our police and fire frontline workers. And as soon as we knew that we were going to be getting more than 100 doses, more than 400 doses, we announced it to our population and started vaccinating the people that would go start vaccinating other people and vaccinating people that were going out, running medic locals and intervening in emergencies. And instead of having one solution, we were presented frequently with a myriad of opportunities, and none of them were perfect at first, but we evolved into what was at first the Public Safety Training Academy vaccination clinics. So in the mornings we'd have a lineup, and at the lineup we would have police and fire, Health and Human Services, Medical Reserve Corps, DGS, DTS people were involved to make sure that we could stand up the clinics. There was a heavy logistical element. Everybody was working in unison. By a general tally, when there were public safety people involved from this public safety team, there were about 104,000 vaccinations that were kind of more or less attributable to them showing up and participating in the process. And then beyond that, Health and Human Services and all these other public-private partnership people vaccinated hundreds upon hundreds, I think thousands of people beyond that. There were inherent fears in some people, and some people just weren't thinking about it. So when they sat down at the table, it was really wonderful to get to see police, fire, public health, all these people melting together and effectively giving a small injection, but also a little bit of confidence and hope that maybe after a couple weeks of this, I have less of a chance of getting infected and getting my family infected. So once we knew the vaccines were become more widely available and that we knew that this was going to be a tool in our arsenal to make our providers and our community safer, then the doors opened up. Chief Bailey had a vision of what we could do, and he gave us a lot of leeway to work and fulfill that vision into real tactics. I wish everybody could have been involved with this. And I feel like so many of the people that walked into the clinic to work, and hopefully by extension people who walked into the clinic to be cared for, can go into the next thing just a little more confident, knowing that if we take a breath and take a collective step forward, then there's very few things that we can't accomplish together. Thank you for the opportunity to share some experiences from our public safety vaccination team. Every day, police officers, firefighters, and all frontline workers face the possibility of infection and often had to carry the fear of unwittingly bringing illness home to their families. We were approaching a tipping point, and we were stuck playing defense against the pandemic. The vaccine helped us turn the tables. Families could be reunited, and our responders could now have an added measure of confidence and protection as they continued to show up for the people of our community when they most needed compassion and help. Humble, quiet professionals from so many county departments quickly opened their doors to each other in pursuit of our unified mission. Most of these heroes will never be recognized in name, but are forever recognized in the accomplishment. The force multiplication achieved by the collaboration was unlike anything I have seen in my years of public service. I wish the world could share the experience that Chief Bailey, Lieutenant Galladora, and I were fortunate to have during this mission. They would have gotten to see the best in humanity. They would have gotten to see real-life examples of how good our world can be when we let out our guards and intersect our talents for the common good. It fills me with great optimism to know that so many of the people that made this happen and exemplify the best characteristics of our community continue to serve. Many have humbly gone back to their regular assignments and lives. Some have moved on to serve in other places and ways. It is in people like these humble public servants that our hope and optimism can safely reside. Chief Bailey, Lieutenant Galladora, and I are proud to accept the 2022 Public Safety Champion of the Year Award on behalf of everyone that worked to vaccinate and heal our community.